I don't lay a lot of things them on the table. And we know say on Saturdays, beaucoup de things can happen. Just like the beaucoup de them where I don't talk about. No go any side. Yourself get for get opportunity for come and be part of the program. But for now, we need for come with we panelists them for make them can give we then summary for the week. Eh? Make we come with us friend, make we hear wetin you get for we today. Yes, us friend, wetin is summary for the week, sir?
Yeah, thank you very much, Triple A, for giving the platform. And thanks to all the listeners and viewers in here. I will continue to pray contributions then will get impact in our salon in one way or the other. I go have of us address that issue, the possible we just comment about the tobacco. Yeah, of course, salon. Regarding the tobacco planting, we get the best one because I remember I've been a do part-time job now with the tobacco. Then they can buy them, but the unfortunate thing with the country don't ever experience anything we find enemy they sell out. So the tobacco you see, tobacco company they make that tobacco, Western and so on. Now the one they call domestic, and when you see I say not fine, but the best one will be the ground one S, they call it S quality, SFK, S and F. The other country will be the cheese in Malawi. And then related to the topic itself, we did it. The area of legalizing marijuana, I believe, saying politics and game people and they play, whoever they don't bring them up. If you look at the vice president for America, Kamala, he get even a side where he do some question and answers. One of the area will be the campaign for legalize marijuana for medicinal use only. So it be that campaign they so maybe I don't know if otherwise they say well we'll make so we'll get money, we'll get this, we'll get this. I'm not sure if that is what people are looking because people are very smart these days. Anything they see they take chance. But when you look at the cannabis, when they say for medicinal value, it's quite different. Because the cannabis itself, it gets what then they call THC, and a tetrahydrocannabinol. But this tetrahydrocannabinol, it gets the psychotic effect where they can pull pana, where then they reduce that tetra, because tetra na combination of thing them na kind of four combination of molecules, and they pull one panel. So that one when they reduce and they make it become less effective. So that one then they do, but that one they don't know how far they were able to implement them in system and then at the place. So coming from there, looking at again standing issue, yes, of course, in legacy we don't left a lot of impact, even though we don't go so because I don't know now during in regime we will get this issue we crop up. We unfortunately how they call them the handicaps then get for go cause a problem, we cause them into trouble because of the way and manner where the government get for deal with this thing. So now for that we call on the government and we call on the police so that they go able for implement what they call political anthropology. This is they look into the historic, social and cultural behavior. And that one day back, it help how people were able to determine the physical, somebody in mental state, and in social activity. So based on that one day, the police then will need that human behavior and the effectiveness on policing, how they were able to understand that kind of module, if they get an understanding human behavior for effective policing, so they will understand all that in there. And then the government they get for try so that they will able get, if possible, and they elect a kind of a committee. This committee the entail of them people there, we study the social aspects with a kind of advisory body. So how they would deal with things and would know how the citizens there behavioral pattern and how we will handle them in there, how we will deal with them. It's very, very important in terms of management, in telling political area and law and policing. Because they are directly related. Police is next to the government. Because when you talk of the government, they implement. And when they implement, then they pass the order to police. Now they look for we, now they check for we, and I therefore put the people in a court. So those are areas they would therefore look into. And looking back in relation to the border issue, this border issue we don't there for years. It be done in a shaking time. So when you see there was a committee where they be done formed between France and Britain, so that they were able to go sign a treaty and they may interfere one time day. But that was just short after the war, because before the war, they may get problem there. But what they can make, they can get a stronghold. Where the war been there, and deploy some army then there, because what they do, they be very clever. They're not being camp inside too much. They were just in Cambia and the other borders them. The one they will be at the ground are more of the Nigerian soldiers and a few Ghanaians, and they may get inside the ground. So them being at the border, now they be there with all them talk about bombardier and so on. So when the war done, now they don't agree go again and just did it, because there be no say some people did it. So they don't give me this place for TINAP where them they fight war, because they need we that time they've been desperate, they need somebody, no one know whether they fight for border. So that advantage they then take. So, but if the government therefore try, let them go able for look into how they go able for deal with anything there, now a kind of inclusive method then they do. Then after that, see back again this political anthropology we come. And then go able for know about the social, the history of that place there. And that history, then I'm able for make them understand historic, social, and cultural. Then go know what make people let them fight for why they will deal with that inclusion. That inclusion of the people in the end don't they. We ECOWAS and other people are not they do. They not include the people who are needed to be included, like the one they waiting at the ground, the borders, then the chief them, all those inclusion. So they don't go just they waste money for let them go they just meet up, make treaty and other things, because Britain don't come, France don't come, other people and they come now ECOWAS and they keep and give them. So those are the areas where they go look out for restructure, that kind of area there. And then looking at the MDAs, then where they talk about implementation. And you look at the MDAs, them waiting back, then they talk about recently I see that news wherein somebody called Mr. Ibrahim Sagoso, we are facing the chairman for the right to access information. And when they talk say the MDAs there, they refuse for give the information for put in the ICT system. All right, then I go on, then behind here now you get the issue of the auditing coming up. And then he go back on the air and I go talk, say, well, they don't get record method of record keeping. So the record keeping will not get now because they lack the ICT materials then, who will make them put information. So as short, the money they don't lose or the finance then, they not actually X them now because of the people them not put things then at the place where they for put them when at the ICT who them will access them. But you begin ask yourself the question, are these MDAs not having receipts? Are these MDAs not doing something? Because now money they give you. If self you not get receipts, you go just say, look the thing I buy. Then go say, well, okay, we don't see it now, a lot of value. If you not even get receipts. But what are they saying for say, in the complicate, we say, they not get something with evidence within the give, or not because they not get the ICT system. When they get for implement all that in there and the system who they can ask for them, they go show them. So those are the things sometimes you question in terms of those in higher institutions where they get for be as ref or independent bodies who will get for look into things where they go able for help. Because the ICT system was implemented and then we don't develop a parliament by UNOPS. But through the EU funds, we then get for the strengthening democracy and governance. That is what they say. And they say that they improve parliamentarianism because the lawmakers for them to rehabilitate the parliament when upgrading with the ICT. So those are money we don't go there for let them go do it. They say for let them improve democracy. But again, you go see say what the people then did because UNDP, all these people and they say, okay, we can't help una, but una get for write a plan. Now the plan, just like that MCC money, now for write a plan, we will show that for development. Because we give now this one for development. So we write something like development. Then we say, well, we make we self was fine before we remember the public. But here is an issue wherein the public needs some time money. If we not go right, so for go make the ICT, now the parliament, then the other MDAs then they get problem for ICT. So we'll pull this problem now. We'll say, well, now we not get side for put, we will make them for una So all these kind of things, they questions them in terms of what they prioritize, in terms of how then they able for manage the money, the finance, the proportional what then they do for let you go get effect to the citizen, millions of money. So all those kind of things, they question them. And then you see again the same EU, then they call the woman, Lara Taylor, on Thursday. They meet with Tom Vance. They say now for promote accountability and sound public finance management. And now with the say you want for going to parliament. So and the EU actually independent in trying to know waiting that the challenges what the woman they get because they don't meet with them and look some Vance, he Twitter, he put it on Thursday. So all those kind of things. They say is it because they self get something where they get pan this thing and they play game to win, or then they really try for help on a winner on a two-way system they happen. Then they get their own government, they get their own. Then people and they between for go south thing whatever they do. So that's now the area one for is a government get for the prioritize things there, and then they try for help without get like the woman, the auditor left and be independent, go do your functions. So our functions they not go overlap. I said I go left and then coming into the area now of this striking. Now something I've been just discovered say been they go on where there's for get an issue, then they try for bring them in bits. The idea of this strike, it all come about terms of reform, yes. But the things and where they underline there is first of all the institutions and most of them, particularly to the FBC and other one they want polytechnics, then they get a problem with the subvention fund. And what are the subvention fund? This subvention fund, now in government can give so that they go able for pay part of or develop what they do. And they say they need about 1.6 billion. That now for the year. So that they go able for pay the allowance to other staff them, when extra staff them where they come. Like the one they want to associate members them for can't pay, they will not to them. So government expect them for raise them fund. But here is the area where they raise them fund. And they raise them fund from the area where students then they pay their fees. So there is no way where this new student then will come because if the first year for go second year, then they wait for the final exam. Second year for go third year, then say they wait. Then third year they wait for left because they don't make up the qualification. So there is a blockage wherein the shift not go, so the other one they will come inside, then the one they will bring in fund. So all these kind of funds then they because they say child allowance and other allowances there, now they will raise the fund they pay, one of the 25%, then the other one government will give. So these are all the areas, but waiting in the man where they represent the night, despite it's not there for now, Miss Dr. Tura Senesi say, well, they don't set up a framework. This framework, it then gets back the other one where get a lot of timeline, what are the Tertiary Education Commission. So then get for wait, let them bring for them a kind of a fiscal, a kind of a survey what they say for go do. And the survey, if they look at other conditions that with the institutions then get, when a classroom and other things then. It go on for say, they don't even get a container where get them thing there with the show power them projector. When they screens them. In other words, then they try for show like for the schools then will develop anything there, but then they wait now for the projector there. So they send a part of that one day and then get back a number of 400 and something 40 classroom where they say they get for develop the capacity. So in other words, then they look say well, not wait where the commission, the Tertiary Education Commission, what will be done set for them the holistic view, so that we say will address these issues in a holistic way. So they see say they know they tell the people the fact of waiting. So then they delay, then they wait for let the TEC because say the commission they by next week, then they go try come with their field, then get back the framework of the group like constitute of the Minister of Finance and the Minister of Labor, and then some of the profession then they get different people. So then don't go back for go tell the feedback. So you see they get for come back for they can give feedback to the one the answer the did not fit on for them go see they decide this. But it's all coming to government back no they pay. The one they owe even the scholarship they get. They say government no still not pay. So they don't pay for the one day. Apart from that other issue will be in that other institute, they don't pay for them. And the one day where they go for payback, they're not able for pay complete. So these are all the factors that we did. The government, they say, because of the fiscal space is very tight, they don't get money. So that the reason that one day they don't can begin pay all man, we not go meet. So these are all factors that we did. But the problem is they are not coming to us to tell us this thing. First you get for the gather the under, you gather the under, you gather the under, out to them, they interview them. So these are beliefs, let them go just try to dump. Government try to put that subvention fund when they give them, then try open this way, let the people then go come inside. So that the one day will come, because then they blame say the institution and they for retain the staff, how for retain them. They say that they for the give them that extra allowance and I didn't call them motivation or anything where they try for help them for let them go enjoy the work. The other normal salary like government they give them, but where are they getting it? Now the sources and then where that government money they pay, the one we government for pay for scholarship, the one they back where they can't pay the fees where they can't inside, that the sources of government revenue. So those are the things where one normal government will try look into, fast track all those kind of things. And then coming into the area where in that Kerry hospital, we be mentioned that things there were three speakers them would we Salih Van the first one we come then the spokesman how do you call himself Keketoma. Keketoma, you in fact when I ask her straight away, this thing go affordable. Oh yes, it's gonna be affordable. Nothing will be affordable by everybody, we will access them because now the flagship. Then can they ask the other second man facing and the outgoing minister, he said, well, this it will be this it will be like something will go expensive, but we try, we don't know, we're not sure of what it will get for be. Then the other man can analyze it, well, then will even they get blood products, then will even plan for make a pharmacy, they will, kind of pharmacologist department for make medicine there, where they will able to sell good they sell, which is a good initiative. But when they ask and how the fund people can get for access, now come out plain, and can tell now say they are trying to introduce a system what they call an insurance system. What is an insurance system? That's they ask her now, well, I go be the one day when they work and they know more, they go take and they pay, or to the citizen, I say, well, the difficulty that one need they get forget. But if they get to bring an insurance company, remember, once you don't begin paying insurance, you don't go see that insurance for that hospital no more. Then go see maybe the insurance, it cover all the health. So it means if you pay towards that fund day, are you trying to maintain the person in income, or you reduce power, you don't go gear and back, you don't go pay because you say the money when the plants go pay outside, they don't go pay and they again. You're not even sure say, well, if they are going to pay out 100, they will be paying 30. No, and just say the money what them plant take fly go pay. Well, you go pay in this country now. All the one they go help for let you go before. So I don't believe like I talk to no more, you get for be a cost recovery area because a private body and then get need a go between back. I mean, if I live and this man, they go between. Go and ask her. Now you know say no, I mean no more recommend the man. We can they try for broke the English talk about he manage explain himself with the other leader. Then go find the contractors there. So itself what we expect, they get for getting your own share day. So but that is not what we are asking because everybody will implement business. The area I don't believe say get for because it will be physical. But the area of funding and accessing, the quality will be good, let's say so. But who will be able to access it at the area of the low cost? Because if they put the insurance, that not to the system where America they try for pool, would then the first for kind that kind of strategy there, or then they try for make and it will be low cost. But the financing then will just try direct some of the funds. There are areas they wouldn't implement like the hospital then they when I bring that in there, when I can implement them. Because right now the EU back the help for put solar system. They don't even hand 5 solar system documents there to them through this UNOPS because then they help them for procure so they can procure back through UNICEF. But these are all areas that we go see government therefore just strengthen their things them. Then look into how they will able development and put funds and write projects, then give them people there where they will expand on them. Because the people them who then get for understand say who now get for deal with that issue as Africans and an African way. Now for that Sogen issue, that Guinean border is not resolved because they resolve with another idea of outside. But we not use and include the people and for let them understand so that this thing will get for done once and for all. So we'll get a peaceful thing. So now one day no more believe say if these are the things and get for implement, then we're able for say, well now we don't get a voice, we listen to the people them, and we live with the people them, and we understand what's in the people and say. And then when we can implement, something will get effect based on what we don't find out. And the leaders then with politics, they get a lot for make a development, how they go able for downgrade, but good thing there, we not to think them win a useful thing. And they not go able for implementing that in that violent way they that I didn't call it dictatorship. In other words, they get room for listening, talking to people without bullying, and then understand the problem, and gradually we'll be able to resolve them, and we'll be able to go before. And finally, for the other health side, that vaccine, and the people have trust, let them go try to play safe by using the guidelines them where the government don't give in terms of the for what's and other things them, because the vaccine route is still far away. Because even now, countries then they try to put court the one day with the produce them. Italy, day before yesterday, they say they put P5s and a court. Because P5s are say, then they downgrade their production. They want to upgrade the size of them, the building. Because this is building, making things for the world. They have to expand. They have to find people who will help them for produce them. So let's say right now they get a problem. They say, we'll get for take a cause. Well, let the vaccine go for go. So let we try for the prevent to self by wearing masks, washing our hands effectively, the right method, and they provide water for the people, and we avoid public spacing and amplifying area. We're using our brain and using our minds, and so that we'll be able for better for go before. And thank you very much for giving me the platform. And I hope say the government leaders and we people them will always listen to some of this. We are not blaming them because mortal man are competitive thing and therefore realize. Mortal man I think we he gets an influence for say I want to be the best. But because they give you the brain again, now that time they because we all get that envy for sure. I don't envy the company, but when you envy somebody, you get that time when you remember say, no, if I do this, it will affect this. Because I don't envy, I don't go make I go beat them. Or because I don't envy, you get no more limit say, well, me say we want to try the best for like we reach that side. Instead of them go say, will they act based on resentment, will not they implement this, will they put them, will they dictate, but let them get cohesion and understand each other because they are meant for leading us. And thank you very much for giving the platform. And thanks to the doctor because of the relentless effort. He's very tired. We wish him a safe journey as they making way for travel very soon. And thank you very much for giving the platform. God bless you, Salom. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Usfriend.
Yeah, most welcome, sir.
Yeah. Dr. Isatuka Kejalo, make way. What thing will be in summary for today? Yes, doctor, you get the platform.
Yes, hi. Good evening, everyone. I hope say everybody did do well. For me, okay. First, I want to start with the measures that we then put in place in terms of COVID-19 and the lockdown. We then they try for start on Monday. First of all, I want to say thank you very much to Usfred. Even though Namide on the ground, they do some talk them, to people there in terms of NAP hits. NSEF don't do a lot of work, reaching out to different people, them connect me with some people them where I try for C. So, and also Abiba too and AAA, they all don't do very well, in this traumatic brain injury who they try for sensitize people them. So I want for tell themselves thank you. But it's not been easy. I've been all over. But then, that's the work of humanity and also now the work we want for do for Salon. Now going to the NACOVAC press release in terms of lockdown and measures that we count to COVID-19 are the question, within make safe them being like lessen or lift some restrictions them. We then do that and they waiting really then do then kind of make things difficult for like people then continue for adhere. But let's see, we hopeful that people then go listen to the new measures them and try for adhere. But to tell you the truth, now Salon, that's going to be a challenge. They don't believe that there's COVID. They feel like we where they can at the country now we they bring COVID-19. Now make we they wear masks. Where you wear masks, then they look at you strange, like say you now something totally different. But as or I always say now to all the other Sierra Leoneans and we get for travel, try your best for let you adhere to COVID-19 because even when they talk, then they tell we say, then they put on like say 80%. This not like exactly what is Solomon Jamiru, the spokesperson, say 80% of the cases then now the people that where they come in and then they bring them. So right, in other words, now we where they come, we really need for try for adhere for let them understand. Say despite the fact that they not wear masks, no means say we not for wear masks. We can set that example, but we also need for hope that the people in our salon get for change their mindset about we can to measures then we would talk about COVID-19 along with any other stuff them with government, or also, the health ministry, they try for let them understand because I will tell you, people don't believe they are in so much disbelief in terms of COVID-19. You can give them a mask, they barely would wear it. They would actually put it back in their purse as if, what we're talking about makes no sense. Then they keep questioning, okay, why make, overseas where then, then the people then they die so much, why make people then overseas where they get everything, then the COVID-19 and able control them. Now God no more don't save this country right now. Now God don't save we nation, but the way where would they see people them, all about, where then so clustered, you go really see the community transmission that take place. And now God no more deceive everybody right now, and with the hope say that blessing it continue, because if not, we cannot afford COVID-19. Trust me, waiting the numbers themselves, what would they get? We just got for say alhamdulillah, for that. But I really think say that a blessing and they go on right now, but the crowding, the touching, certain things. When I give people my elbow to say hello, they think I'm joking. Like nobody will touch my hands. Like I don't trust nobody. We can't do COVID-19 because nobody need to take measures them. I barely they see anybody to wash their hand. I tell them, say, listen, think about it. It's not just about COVID-19. What if there's no COVID-19? You want to tell me, say, that motoka where you touch, the person where you touch her, what he do it in hand before you can touch the motoka, things like that. Try to give them those type of analogy just for them to just envision what they really think in terms of, or infection control to start with. But at the moment I can say that to some of them, then it's like, oh, that's not true. I say, sometimes you see these people, they not only they've touched the money, they've touched other things, and then you don't know if they even have wash their hands, right? And then you still want to go. It's just sad, that education about, hand hygiene needs to be something that people have to embrace in Sierra Leone. It's not just when COVID-19 is there that you have to wash your hands. You have to wash your hands regardless of whether we have COVID-19 or not. That's infection control. You can get rid of, multiples, or thousands of microorganisms on your hands. Hand washing is the most, effective way of getting rid of, infection or protecting somebody from infection. So, there's a lot of public education where me see say we need for do na salon, and really, they really encourage other Sierra Leoneans and where they really na the health field. If you come into the country, try for reach out to local communities, go over some, basic, educations, we will really really help for like people to understand the health, is important. So, and we at Sarah Network, I think say we don't begin that, and we want for continue for do so. So we really they call on other practitioners or registered nurses, of even physicians, maybe they listening to us, whether or not the United States you there on other part of the world they please join us, because we really get a lot of work to do in different communities. And like today, I did a presentation with the Okada riders, people that are upcoming, and and I try for make like understand, say, we not got money for Gideon, but waiting we go do as a network, now for count to them. We go count to them, go to the different communities, them educate them on really waiting they need for do for protect themselves, and also for let themselves join we in how we go spread the news to different people them in the country. And so people them the NACOVAC, with the measures them, I feel saying have been a big mistake where they even lift some measures them, and that make people then no continue for adhere. From where we can at the country, at the sea, in a few places then where they see people then they wear their mask or even wash their hand, or where you go to some place and stuff where you see they wash their hand, maybe water not the day, or soap not the day, or tissue not the day. And we all know say the right way, the proper way for wash your hand, if you do it with soap and water. And then you forget paper towel for dry your hand. All them things and they know they even happen. So how they expect, say, for after a few months, you go say festive season done. Now you want to put measures them in place for that people then adhere. That's gonna take another time for people to understand that it's very serious, And then for even lift, because the World Health Organization nor tell we say COVID-19 done. We all know say COVID-19 is still there and is still real, and also things and they get worse. The European country along with the United States. So for low you feel say okay for low do anything, where God don't make things and so easy. Meaning easy in a sense like you don't cut down on real rate of the infection or the virus. Now that thing and they self for tie with belts, tie, we buckles them for ensure say that number they stay very low. But it's just difficult. I hope say people don't adhere, but really it doesn't look like that. What they under, we see things them for let them, then they just do and for let them feel like say, that's what's happening. But the truth is, when you're on ground, you can see that nothing like that is happening. Nothing. Like I said, few places do adhere, but not everywhere. That brings me to the next topic. As we go around for talk to people them about traumatic brain injury for ensure that say we want proper healthcare system in our country. Yes, they don't they go to this 52 or 53 $1 million hospital. We go for ensure say people them get proper medical care. We want to tell them thank you for that, because anything we good with the can salon, we go embrace them. Whether now we money get for do or na foreigner they your money get for do because we not able afford them at this point. We know able afford them. We just get for live with that reality. They say the help we need them and we will accept the help. The only thing no more let them ensure say where this help can at the country. People that we not able to afford medical care. Let them get some things them in place for ensure say then self not go fall behind. Meaning they will still see them, then go evaluate them, then will make sure say they're stable before they begin to charge them for money. Because healthcare is not about just making the money. It's more about ensuring that you diagnose, you treat somebody for ensure say you saving life. Because if you don't save somebody in life where is sick, how you expect for make money even now that you hospital today? So what's the purpose of the hospital? We they really hope that the people them where they in charge of this hospital will get for really come in and be the administrator and put measures them in place for let them do some kind of fixed rate, right? Fixed rate for the people that will not able to afford that money day. Maybe even if not 10,000 leons,
This is small, but let me tell you, there are people in this country cannot afford that. Even if not 10,000 euros, then get. Do you una see them, una examine them, una evaluate them, because you know what? People like us go render we service to them kind hospital they are for free. Why will we do that? Well, let them go see we fellow Sierra Leoneans them we not get medical insurance, we not go get money for take care of the medical bills. So like I'm sure there will be a lot of people in the diaspora who will be willing to offer that service, even if they're not in for the whole year, but then when they come, they offer them service to the hospital. So we really hope for that this healthcare system not will be the only one. We will get multiple ones. And as you mentioned, in your submission, AAA, really the money where they don't give, from the corruption act, and people that don't pay back, we feel say yes, it makes sense. For let them use part of that money for renovate Connaught Hospital along with Cottage, and then the both government hospitals then where people then go access, where then go really able for get the treatment where they deserve. And then like what I did on AYV yesterday, the question really is there. The journalists then know say we not get anything there, so now we country. And we self agree say we not get them. But we just get for continue for advocate, we just get for continue for push, for see how government will really set in yai. Even if now a used CAT scan machine, buy one, put on a Connaught Hospital. For a lot of people then we not get nothing. We not going to go na EcoMed, will really afford them or toy tram. Go get the CT scan. Because you talk about head trauma, for example, or you talk about stroke. Somebody for them, he hit them, then they hit their head. If you say them go find out, what's in the go on within the brain just by the physical symptoms or because of the laceration. I'm sorry, my phone is coming on now. Sorry about that. So like Abide just say, like government really get for take healthcare seriously. In order for somebody do well in a society, gets for be healthy. Then get the opportunity for go overseas and go through medical care, for go seek medical care or medical help. What about these people in the country? Do you think they are important as you? I think that's not the frustration. People like me can really sense where it comes to them kind sensitive issues, them where it comes to somebody in basic human rights. Where they make you look like say not like a big, not privilege for that somebody get them. No, not a right. Every human being in this country deserves good medical care. So we really hope the government look into that. If before that, then put that in structure up. Before they put the structure up, let them use what you will get right now. Try for improve on that. Provide the resources, them the equipment, them for the healthcare workers, them so that they will do their work, accordingly. If we can do that, I think the country can go before. So again, Sarah Network, una all done to see we don't go around, for do so many things, for see how we could really, impact we country. And that's not something we'll feel say as a network we don't do, and we want to continue to do that. But how we will do that? We really want for other Sierra Leoneans for let them join we in what do they do, because that way we can make a difference. Because me, it don't come to a point. I just feel say if we're not able to get them from the government, maybe let we just do it in we able for do. We might not be able to help everybody in the country, but then little people then people then will they reach out to, a step in the right direction. So with time, we hope say we will touch more people and at the country, and also government will really embrace what they try for do and do the right thing for we people in a salon, and we want to congratulate we artists with nominator and Drizzle. I want to say myself now a fan of him. I feel they do well. They help we artists for let we self then a platform we want for compete, with other nations them. So brilliant, we know say talented, we hope they win the award. And also to any other nominees them with our Sierra Leonean brothers and sisters them, we really wish them well. And I think that's all I get for say tonight. The voice all done cut, we talk.
We'll make them lemon that I meant for you. Intina sawa be the bluff with just no problem.
And you know, to tell you the truth, I drink tea every day, but I haven't drank tea since I came because the weather is too hot.
I will go test that for you soon, yeah?
Oh, please. AAA, you know what? You just can't wait to be in Freetown right now. So, you know, just wait for your time, okay? Let me enjoy my moment.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Doctor. I don't know, you don't do the okay, hello, left hand, the way anytime where you can
COVID-19 test.
Because
that one day,
wait first. Some people and they say, where you go salon, where you go salon. Because that's something I want to ask. The test what they do in the airport, is it rigid? Is it light? Or is just the same like the one way you do? Because people at the complaint say they're not the chukran better. So what do you say about that test in the airport where you reach? The PCR?
Yes. Well, you know what? I think it's all depend on the equipment or whether they use or the swab whether they use. But yes, it's not as like the way that they do in the US, because the US media, you know, like they really sense it and push the swab way down compared to the airport here. Then just they put on you one nose trace, you know, one of them, and just leave it there for about few seconds. You know, where it be say the one where we they do na hospital because myself can do for patients you need to really go at a certain angle, a degree, and push down, and you have to do both the nose trays, not just one. But I think now one that they do, maybe I don't feel say now a bad test. I'm not gonna say that because as long as you get that secretion, you know, where they come on at the nose, you know, that's another you need, you know. So it don't matter. I don't feel say as long as they get the specimen we they need, no matter. You know, maybe the little swab it just that the one they use now the US is a little bit harsh.
Yes, because now that one day, I be just want to make you clarify. I be don't say we go ask people and we go like the one that we don't take na the diaspora and go do na salon, but exactly waiting people explain to us. So you say explainer, say then just the left hand day, then now they go like deep in, then just the left hand day one kind way, but then they get exactly waiting they want.
Exactly, like they get just even the air where they blow through the swab, you know. But they get in specimen. I will tell you that.
So me go tell person I go ready for going and do I say no do and the salon way. Just left and they no more they come.
God of mercy.
So yes, in returning, because we don't get complaint then people already do that special one where they can don't pay the extra money, but for good one they're not able. I don't know which one you go to.
I still the wait so I still the wait for me test. I don't pay the money well yesterday not yesterday, even the day before I'll pay.
On Friday or on Saturday?
Okay, I did it on Friday. The payment was made on Friday through Orange Money. We did all the registration, get the Orange Money and paid for that, and then I'm still here to wait for them to be
but
here.
But we get an appointment for Saturday.
Calling. Yes, Saturday. Then say around 12 to 2. I will get somebody. Then my niece call again and then tell and say, oh, it look like say they not be even book me appointment, but somebody they come. So I call and say then 11 o'clock something this net. I don't call. I don't tell them who I am. I don't tell them say I they report this case if I don't know, can't do me test. So then call me niece. Say, well, and then say then put onto the supervisor, say that then can a morning. So I hope for that.
So hopefully they go in the morning.
If they're not doing, then I think I have no choice. But by noon, I would have to go to one of the government hospitals because I think that's what they say. Me don't forfeit the money what I pay, like that's
the 200,000 extra.
extra, yeah, they're not a refund from me understanding.
No.
Yeah.
All right.
So that's where we are.
Well, we wish you all the best. Thank you very much for all what you do out there.
Yeah, sure, no problem. And people that will begin to see some of the videos them soon. Me don't do me own. The rest is Triple A's on.
Then at Triple
and
A
the other
table.
people.
Okay.
Waiting.
I say then at Triple A table. Thank you very much.
Exactly. Yeah, you're welcome.
All right.
Thank you.
Well, that's not Dr. Aisatu Kakejalo, all the way from Freetown. We're sorry for the break, but hey, we're here for sort that out. Eh? This is the issue I believe complained to Nakovac the other day. So people them where they pay for the extra service, the VIP service, you they pay 200,000 leones extra, then go take your money, but they no go honor them. If they honor them, they no go come on time. Why? And then they then go feel the way they complain. That be say diaspora lack for complain. And some of these little things them system who can talk about salon where some people knock you angry for understand. Then little thing you don't take me money. Then for the day between 12 and 2 they never showed up. Though you back where they wait for them, now you go for the call. Now at the end of the day, then tell doctor say waiting, they not be even book them, but they don't take your money. And so, salon. I want make salon go before true. They want copy, but they still want to do on the salon way. Got it, yeah. I open the phone line now. You always $2 in a table. I be say something here last week, and I say I'm back. Chernobyl in article on exposing the president in travel, the first lady, and all those things. Up till now, we dey wait for official statement. We know yeri. Although the first lady of Sierra Leone, he make a video for answer Chernobyl. And that video there, people in the say, I make them say he need forget PA. Because sometimes then it a mistake talk. Some man say not to mistake it a mistake talk. It they tell we the way it is. But get people in back who say yes, the first lady for tell we make we understand. You get people that will say, the money we say in an account is not constitutional. But within Chernobyl in Poolnado, the first lady not deny say na lie they lie. And not deny. Which means say the fact the way the Africanist news magazine or newspaper poll not true. The only thing is, we wait now for verify say the office of the first lady get that kind of money they sit on an account. He saying get them because he not do nothing. When you do something, the money go. Who they investigate who? Other one they then they beyond investigation. Or if we'll just accept and so. It's the office of the first lady, it's the office of the president. So we accept and move on. Okay. Michael Coker he say, talking about the first lady, why is she getting money from consolidated fund? That is corruption. Well, he say, now the working they do. We always say now work they do. Not to impersonal money. Now for projects. Yes, call ID live on here. You name and side the call from, please.
Yes, good evening. This is Nancy, the call from US.
Yes, Nancy. You get up to 7 minutes. What thing you get for me?
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, the first item where I want for talk about today. Nah, Sunday. This man, first of all, I want to commend the president for way he put him out, because it just stand like, what we say why they say, okay, let them not to weigh plastic na the sea, because it suffocate the fish them na the sea, it kill them. So this man na the plastic na we own sea, basically. Na menace, Mr. Sandy. Na a menace na we society. Na we country as do you, Mr. President, me I beg you, I don't even know who's for begin self. Not give this man any more position. If you watch the statistic, a lot of Sierra Leone, thousands of people the way don't step on. You just they go and seize advantage from people then. So when you name na the mod, your government, because now you they lead. All the one them where they cause problem. Do ya this man we don't pull so and keep on weeding. Because when you plant, reason they will make them say, let them go weed. Because if you know weed that grass, we're not supposed for day. You go unbog the plants where you plant, it not go grow well. So if you want, let your plants grow well, weed out all the unwanted weed, we're not supposed for day. Yeah. Just like I don't begin so, we don't want to see Sandy hold any more waiting self office again. No more. We don't need that again. We don't do so much harm enough. Do ya with the big. Me, if you up to me, self, that Monday, if you up to me, I not go even get a job as a janitor, honestly. And then the next one where I want to talk about is this electricity problem. Then people then they dupe we don't say we then they do them. You they pay for something we they get. We then don't then say we they grumble. This part of the world, they say, oh, Yanda, what about America or Europe? When they pay a lot of taxes, when they pay for this. Yes, but then you they get what you they pay for. If you pay for light, you they get light. If you stop for pay, you light they go. But we now you they pay for light and then they begin come, you go, you come, you go. And then now they know how then they do them. By the time you light, you meter, it don't empty, therefore go buy another one. Same thing with this internet problem. People then they pay so much money, the amount of money where then people they make. And the one the way they buy top up now, where they buy the bundle and all that, just for let you make call. As you say hello, you money done. Or you try for connect to the internet. Now so the thing where they blink, say you money done. You know they get the proper service, so you supposed to forget. And you know get side for go let complain because the government was supposed to stand. If you wanna don't come and make money now people they aid, give them the service so then they pay for. But you know get possible the effects for you. Now so it happen always. So with the big, let them try look into this internet problem. People then they pay. Salon people then they pay. Just give them the service. But instead, they're busy, they go and build clock tower there. Elizabeth, now clock tower there, they're busy, they go and build. Instead of them fix suicide, they need for be fixed. We glad for the clock tower, but other thing than the way be saying our priority first. We're more waiting self they at the top before you even consider any other thing, because they just there like a statue, And the other thing I want to talk about, this sports authority, this Salon. This problem where they happen, where it be say people that they balance, they go na Guinea for go buy goods. Now because the government know they look into them thing and they like how people like how be they say no more. Why make the government know they look and see who side we they falter? We make Guinea, Sierra Leone people that they even where they do the harvest all. You remember that interview where make them go inside with the people there? They say where they harvest and they kill everything go na Guinea, go sell and they. Why? And now we see and the Guineans them they know say we Sierra Leoneans, we go anyway. They don't even need for fans to win. Now we they care with goods from fish now to everything we they make. They can't go na Guinea or Liberia. So they no say we rely on other people then for now we go creep because we know they even na creep we try for creep. So therefore then they use that advantage they any chance they get. But me, I know say all that talk when they say Guinea bombarded, they pray, let it no come on in the name of just a border. Because you don't say whether they blow that fire. They don't ever know what it feels like for they and fet. They don't ever know how it feels like for see people that then they die. Now I make all the time, now they go push the envelope for see what thing they want show because they don't ever fetch. So maybe now that's the ones. We don't want again. If the Guineans, then the Guinean presidents they listen, we Sierra Leoneans say we don't get enough of blood. We don't want any more blood. Then a piece of land. Take you they and left we Sierra Leone small. We don't want any more fights over land business. So if you then get for fixer, Mr. President, if you dey listen, now go to the table and fix her once and for all. Then they sign. Let people then get peace. Whatever they na that land they, I don't know, diamond, gold, because now na the main thing we they fight for, I guess. But then when I come at the table as adults, and let una solve that problem. As for the COVID, we people then they don't believe anything until they see person drop dead. If they know they see people then they drop. You see the tell where the Ebola been there, where people then they die, where all man go inside in shell. But because they say God sorry for we this time, it make them mild, they don't believe say it actually they exist. And then the people the way they come on and then they will put and say, oh now they count it. Okay, let me just say na the one the way they come on abroad and then they go. If you know say this person can maybe the tendency they say it get up. Why you not go protect yourself? Let no can give you. That's not just a simple common sense. We get people the way they go now the country a lot. So una Sierra Leoneans, if you don't want they try for protect themselves for una own sake, why una self know they protect una self in case they encounter self. Let's just say that. For argument's sake. But people them, this now one thing where it really sad where the government need for like sensitize the people then because they need a lot of sensitization. Salomon, they take like where you talk to her. Pass anything what they do, pass and they force we. We don't need all that. Let we just use with common sense sometimes and do things where they benefit we. For the first lady, nobody no hate you, first lady. But it's like you they push too much, you they go too far. If you behave like a first lady, now you represent we. You know to celebrity, you don't cause that part. You don't pass, you don't be more than a celebrity now. So even if you they look for attention, you hold the highest office as a first lady for a whole nation. You know go get more popular than that. You didn't at the highest chain. So why all this way you want to go now school, you want to go give people them pampers or whatever, you therefore put your face there. Let them go make them go print your face and put on there for sure say now you don't need for do all that. You don't need for do at the end of the day, who said that thing they go, now the dustbin. And then they throw away your face now the dustbin. That's alone. Just think about it, please. And not to any kind of comments where person they say, you they respond to as a first lady. And do ya at the day you not compare yourself with other first ladies. When you come, play your own part, respect yourself, play your own part, and then let your legacy self way they left, let go down that way they. Not make yourself look like a fool out there. Because now the way they respond, the way they talk, they contradict yourself. And the more you they talk, the more they contradict yourself, the more they make yourself look like I don't know how for. But please, I beg you, just avoid for respond. do what you get for do, whatever you do, believe me, it will show. You don't even need for put your face there, but we go no say now you do it. So me now that I get for today.
Thank you very much, Nancy.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, caller, you live on air. Your name and who the call from, please. Call on the
Do you know
WhatsApp
me?
line. Yes, sir.
This is Ibrahim. Thank you.
Yes, Ibrahim, you get up to 7 minutes. What you get for me?
All right, me, the first issue I want to touch on about the academic staff and the government, because I think about me brothers and my sisters then where they suffer right now. I get two of me sisters then where the other one for graduate this year from FBC, the other one they Jala, the third year. So they all the struggle right now, you know. But the reason why the government or the other official the way them for sit down together with the lecturers, they made them able settle this matter. What make no care because the immediate family who are close relative no day, them picking no day, na make no care. If them picking did not the university and they, one of them brothers there or the sister then they, trust me, them for don't sit down, they settle this matter at once. But what me they go and drag this thing so now would them be say the own family no day. Who get family day will not say even if you not get you close family day, but we not say anybody will get education. With that education they benefit that person they get for benefit the nation. We all get for benefit. Then we say that today before in the day after God now to a teacher then pass to a lecturer. So why then people are not they sit down together and them try for settle this problem? Yeah, then they allow this strike they continue. It affect your brother and sister then greatly. You know, fear. This minister, deputy minister, we've been doing the higher and tertiary education. Here in Boss, no, he would deliver. I'm afraid we then take this Maya, then go give one old ministry. I don't get for prejudge, but sometimes we say Sandy stop, sometimes for kind of divorce. Because if the man there as a deputy, he would deliver, then they go give one old ministry. How you go would deliver? Me, I get a question mark for him. But we watch how things then they go. Then presidentbio is too lazy. Presidentbio lazy. What make I say lazy? We been they expect say we in na ex-military officer where he come, he get for executing duties then to young cabinet ministers the way he appoint. Then guys they sit down no more. What no more they go tell them. You know they do investigation. They do thorough investigation. He cannot public. He can't talk. I don't know the day if they give false information where he can't talk, would I forget the blame? Would I forget the shame? Now so he need for go they monitor them guys they are before they can public, let it verify something before he can say I'm not public. Because then guys they only do something when they know say if the president to Ankaya, they can't cover. Let the president know say they do something not correct it. After all the president don't go, maybe 2 or 3 days, that place they don't change back like I've been there. So you need for do thorough investigation because if not, then get for the shame. And I hope say like what Nancy be don't say this land minister when Dennis way don't sack so. I hope say you don't get for recycle again because it be happen the same previous administration where they sack somebody then carry them back. And I already make back reference to this Attorney General or Minister of Justice. Now somebody will be done sack as local minister if I stand to be corrected. Now in the also now the judiciary right now. So if they sack somebody now one ministry, then they pull them back, they cut another ministry. So that person the ministry even they not do well, they pull and if they cut another ministry, I go able to perform. So I hope say no get for character again. And the first lady, me I want to ask question simply. I don't know if it's be the answer. The previous first lady then they gave fund from the government. Okay. Well, we don't know why the first lady they talk about phone. I don't even understand. Me, I don't see a video. I know stress myself for the first lady. Anything we do now is good for her because I don't see a video where he talks say in like attention before you become a first lady. In like attention. So if now somebody will be don't talk say like attention. So anything we do now, we now they act with no more. The person not get for stop because you don't talk say like attention. So let's just left her no more now, like I will see him. We forget about her. What you want no more, may a man he do the right thing because the money where you go and spend and woman is too much. Nobody no get mind ask them. Nobody, starting from the parliament, nobody no get mind ask, say, would they go investigate the office of the president? Nobody come to the chief minister. That office, they just create another one for, they pay that money for nothing. And also nothing what they do. What not the job of the chief minister? I mean, I don't really understand. That money just can't impose another one to we, for Lord, would they give free money? I don't understand. Then AAA, I see one video where pain me concerned about this rape issue. This video, they say this guy, when the interview, he didn't have police then, and they say he puts and this tramadol, 4 tramadol na a drink, he mix I give 14-year-old Pekin. The Pekin drink, the Pekin he check. You know, he will know himself. This man, they say he out that Pekin there for 4 days. After he don't go sleep with the Pekin, he go call his friend back and sleep with the Pekin. So this is really sad. They say answer of our girls, but this thing still continue. This thing still continue. It's very sad. I don't know what thing they wrong with some people where they go see small Pekin, where you get for be you Pekin or you grand Pekin. They go do any kind of thing and they. It's very sad. I hope say this answer of our girls in order for pick. For say now this person no more will get for fall in case. But anybody where he be a victim, may they able first that person in case, may they will get justice. So that's not all the line. Other people on the line. Thank you very much. May God bless you and God bless my salute. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Ibrahim.
All right.
Yes, caller 11 here. Your name inside the call from, please.
Yeah, AAA, thank you very much. This is Omar, the call from Los Angeles.
Yeah, you're up to 7 minutes, sir.
Oh, thank you very much. I need them. Anyway, I'll start with Denis Sadi. But the problem with land problem, now the reason, because you asked a question, say if land problem will ever solve, I don't know.
Since you know yeah.
Because land problem, we all know what you Musa Tarawali do. Musa Tarawali almost sell the entire freedom. So I don't know why all the hoopla now on Denis Sadi. Don't get me wrong, Denis Sadi is a vicious human being. Because Mr. don't watch him several times on AYB, where in the talk say, you know, if you know why people then they go to court them for Kanturam. He don't tell the court say, now to enforce them for come, because now they deal with the land, the court then don't know nothing. I know one day you read that now the wall. But Salonki always they force by anything, good or bad, then they lead the parade. You know. So, but land business, he don't, from where, during check-in time will not be the reader boku. Land business will not be damaged because maybe we boku be the first in the country. The interest way done up on land, even Kakruchev one for bill. Everybody want bill, maybe 9 make. Because back in the days, you know, you just the worry but relax yourself than build house. Now, just like what I said in Asia, all man now they try to compare with the politician. The politicians just get anger, but the one that we don't see in the past. So now all man want billows. So man the billows way, you know they even finish it die. So but land problem, I'm not saying it ready for done right at this minute. But Denis Sadi need for go. Chief Minister need for go. The Information Minister need for go. The Minister of Agriculture, Transportation, if BO one Subatin, then 4 guys who don't left, they need for go. Because Denis Sadi is just stand like the Information Minister. He's another arrogant guy. Tradewe, he talk na AYB here, that mommy, Claudia something, when they talk about job, he talk say, we na dish that they was. Well, at least now we wash this for let them pay we. In a thief in the thief. Then they not thief, then they thief. I'd rather wash dish or even clean at least because the meal had on money than you were sitting under the thief. Me your head I go hold up. Because now I work for them. Now this is how they wash. You're right. Now this is how they wash now. So you can say everything we want to say about three. Now the same guy is 2 years ago, 3 years ago before the election, what them they do interview. The guy they see him in neck long past his leg. Now they talk rubbish. In Belade before about a mile from now. They don't get money. So they neck long past in leg. Now they call me say because we now they wash dishes them. It's correct, we wash them, but at least we work for them. We not thief them. Anyway. the other thing we want to talk about. I think they would make too much on this first lady. This lady don't already be what I be. Miss FC and then Daisy and AYB. I don't know, you go meet some small class. I don't know school and then I be primary school. They wear brown. A day with all them picking and they no picking no wear mask. In bodyguard, nobody no wear mask. Except no wear mask. Yeah, say waka among them picking and they. But if you look, the irony here is, a man they respect the laws them so much. That man, in fact, I think I don't see Bio na picture we get a double mask. But that don't mean say because you got somebody where you sleep with when they obey the rules. So it go be a carrier we go give you up. If you want to save yourself, talk to your woman. But it look like the lady nine where the trust is that man was. No wonder when somebody say lazy. The guy just lay back. But if you dey protect yourself, you dey wear 2 masks anywhere which you go, you get mask. But if they see you woman, they waka. That what did that tell you? Like say that guy did not get brain. Because if he get them, he go kill you. Pass if he was saying you need to pull your mask or you dey sleep with her. But if now not two they sleep in the same bed, if he go take and sleep, he go pass and give you. You don't know that for make you tell him. And last week, I think a couple of days ago, they talked there about the lockdown. A lady come after me, they talk say let people and that. Not to that time they try for say. Don't get me wrong. What time they try for say now? I listened to interview 98.1 ask people in the street. The same problem or argument what people them they come with now, they count them for the past 30 years. Oh, what you go eat? Oh, if you not. So what? If the 2 days where they say sit down now, they not say them lock you down completely. They say then give you time to time, from this time to this time. Why pass na middle net? Now they make you money. You know they will make money during the day, pass middle net. Now that means we talk about. If you feel say that 1 or 2 or 3 hours, when they go talk say, you do so, knock off, pass between them, now you go make you not survive. Well, not survive, go die. We don't talk say that all man die. But now the problem is with we the Sierra Leonean. Anything, now we the cry say, hey, this government need to do that. Then people need to do that. Then when they do something, they say it's too much for them. We don't know how they compare the politician them. Donald Trump, now they work they tell people they say this thing are fake. This thing are fluke. This thing are this. But when you get the corona, what thing they give? Then go give them a cocktail. What about the 450,000 we don't die? Then we get the same cocktail. That's not the disadvantage. Same thing in Africa. Where Giuliani gets up, he get the same cocktail what Donald Trump gets. But the other hand, where they not get a cocktail then they. So not to Africa no more again. Yes, sir, he get the disadvantage he happen. Donald Trump get the cocktail because he's not the president. Things are the way he gets. So if Donald Trump go tell you say now fluke, now fake news, now CNN they make this, now you go take her, you die. Now you go. Because when Donald Trump get up, the whole world, the whole country stop. Kerangona want to read, do all kinds of things for keep them alive because in the head of state, you not get that privilege. Now the same thing they happen in Africa. People will continue to say, well, the people are not do them because the politicians will not be one with them. Then we will escape, even though we care not for this thing, vaccine, not only vaccine, but then we will escape or then we will get attention, medical attention, where you not going able to get. If them people are not able to give, then a woman will go born. Wait for say where somebody to go born a party na gladdy. Salon where you to go born, you to crush your finger. Because you don't know whether na you the commodity or na you pick the commodity. One bound or two the commodity. If the neighbor give you oxygen, what will make you feel say they go give you oxygen? Where corona attack you? Because now your lungs problem. So do all move away from Fatima Bio. Fatima Bio, it don't be what I be. This lady now so in there. Love we talk to with people and say, we not need to listen or watch what people they do. This na your life, not to Fatima Bio in life. You want to be to listen to Donald Trump? We don't die now. Donald Trump now is still alive, so when he's sick, they get a different cocktail. So long not they compare wisdom for them. Also, this minister, Dr. Alpha Woody, Why they not go just give them a label? If they forgive them an abstract, we say you not commission minister. Even yesterday, when they go for go commission that hospital, when he not to minister of health again, he still go there, go talk. Why don't for they give this guy podium? The guy now West guy, that same ministry they be done they do in Kabine 10. That just tell you how Marabio to do things. The guy like say something not right with Marabio, something not right with we nation. We just not get a son of the soil. Sierra Leone not ever get a son of the soil. Me own lifetime. Because Shaka Stevie not a son of the soil. He not do anything for we land. Momo, obviously, Momo have been drunk, man. In a drunk, he be the drunk. They go for don't have been to money. Because obviously, Kurumano do crap, nothing, you know, do. The under all the go beat cup there and then he want them beat all the cup they want. Nothing. Fuck you know do. No can tell me but road. Now your responsibility. You not go feed you picking, you go tell people that are switch, oh I don't feed that you do. Now you job, now you born now. Now that you tell me so for vote for them for. So no can tell me say build road. Now your responsibility. The money not come on in pocket. So what's in the brag? The money not come on in pocket. Now the country money and the one will go bigger. So what's in the hoopla? You know do nothing. Same thing to this one we get. Now, so we can't trigger for good. But let God give you somebody when a real soil, son of the soil will not get tired. Guinea, it don't tell Guinea the season advantage power. Whether I'm afraid of them because whether I don't know if they get big military pathway or they get Boku weapon pathway, whatever now the reason is. Guinea don't even when they echo mock them in the camp, according to what me cousin them, they say whether Guinea and I think they be first go to the border area and Lekono. Now then the first one that will begin to beat with people now. Then they beat them, they see advantage by the inside we own country. The Nigerian one they be even look better self. It don't show Guinea the silver advantage power. It's about time for now we facing Guinea. If they go for full winner like matter, let them follow like matter. But we need for facing Guinea and tell us enough is enough. Find that no my brother. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Omar. Yes, caller, you live on here. You name and the call from, please.
Yeah, man, Patrick.
Yes, Patrick, you're up to 7 minutes, sir.
Well, the first one was based on the Guinea issue, as we brother said. You know, Guinea man and a bully people. French man, they're very bully. And they don't know, no. French people, they get a superiority complex against English speaking. Any French country, if you had the bully English speaking country, people that down, the young people there from Abidjan, Senegal, Guinea, all inside of the Togo, Benin, all inside of the bully. So Guineans, they from the time, and now we lead at it. They're not elect for 45 the border there, because if somebody say you get a minute, say go put you, even if you are broken. I'm a master. Let it know sir. They say they don't tell you don't see the beat more picture bobo. All they say they beat that bobo, they want that bobo the tower fire. He said today go kill me. He says I go fight for. So you know this if I touch I go die. You know. So the government then they know they put policy there. Make if you Guinea they take advantage per week. Concerning the thing the way they go sell na Guinea and all them things and they so many things and the way they go Guinea whether they na from Sal. Pega pack there and also like who don't they take pega pack, kerosene them. They go sell inside and then again. You know, people don't they go a lot. So then we say with government and they don't fail with. We not blame the Guinean because our government there, when they take action, the government they don't do nothing. It's just like we don't beat his small brother. You go papa, you go to papa, that's a beat me. You say left and a big one. Then you do so. What the ECOWAS they do? They just go talk normal. But they do something. They don't know if they serve the country. But nothing like that, they know they do. Then the second thing they're concerning that we tobacco, you know, the salon are the sober one. You know, who don't smoke and they will know. Sober, why I say sober because of the climate, especially the one where they you know, what allow them to produce the best. You know, the best when they go na Freetown and from Waterloo. But later on, I don't know why make themselves. I don't know if not the expansion of the city make most of them forested. They don't broke them because I mean, I get one of my mind. Even the best for you, where you don't need to go all the way up like where for you to come out Waterloo. You know, say they get so bad. Say they reach King Jimmy or Kisitamina, they don't mix and up. But the way in our Waterloo, you get them from they get so bad one. You know, salon, that's it, they don't legalize a salon from the test. Everybody not fully because Sierra Leone are the only country where they smoke a open in a stadium where football is. Everybody know that. No other country, no they do that. So salon we don't legalize a long time. So it's just that no more now when the policeman they add up or so Jama add up, you see man they smoke I go arrest. And I said that they take all you. How many get to the denomination at all? Who counts number from Eastern Force alone? If I begin call some get to the name the only time when they read them side of it, now a policeman or BPO or somebody don't add up. So the logo rates for them get two boys there. Now the only thing you see that they read or let's say I say don't say million suicide policeman they say we now stand 6. Definitely we game they go on. They tell them. So Daniel, they're not the only thing normal, you know, I mean, you don't go smoke on the street, but people that even an except people that do the smoke on the street, they're not the bother them. You know, but country, as they say, the country, I don't think we get people that will get vision for that country for now. Because all thing and there is millions of people that they invest Panama. Mr. said they invest Panama. And I get the apple side, they invest cannabis. And ultimate investment, I buy stock rate. People that they invest money for them in the day, big time. You know, but we country, anything no more if they can't for thief, to make policy there for thief, and then they make policy there. Like the last one to Sandy, you know, let's go. Let's just forget about politics now me. If anybody else are there, let's just say let's go relax, let's cool down. Let's forget about politics, you know, because we see the whole nation glad for you. That means now God don't speak so. So say you if I do not want to see again. So it's just need for goal. And the last thing, I know somebody didn't talk, if anybody read in the program they listen, somebody didn't talk, I know you get a piece of land, a big land, Brahma Lane, Wellington, an old church building, they want to sell them for huge amounts of money. And then another kind of money, they say that they sell them for $60,000. Now about how many town lot, very big, you get church. So, if you need more information, contact AAA, then you go forward you the pictures, some of the documents, and maybe the person will go open school or hospital or any kind of thing project for that, where you need a plan where will contain that military. As a family, they want to sell them, they all come together, about 3 sisters, one, they contact me as an investor. I said, well, now good to you. I said, but for now, me not get that money there. Even if I got good, my credit score not even reach that side, I decided to go pull $100,000 for loan in a bank like that. You know, so I know, but I say, well, I go pass that among the Sarah Network family. Maybe somebody there where they look for a piece of land where I invest, like, if the land good for school, hospital. Right now, I get an old church building there. Big, yeah, the picture, the ready, document everything, secure, authenticity. If you need more information, you will contact AAA and you will give more information. They will give you the person number where you will go verify your family member. Whatever, let them go verify and check, do a background check. If you go put $60,000, but they say negotiable. I don't know how much now the last price, but me, I know all that money there right now. That's all for tonight. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Patrick. Yeah, like what Patrick say, Patrick be share the information with me and the pictures them. If you say you get $60,000, they say negotiable, just like how we say. I'll go send the information to you, then you contact the people them and see. And say they want to sell land. Because it look like say they're ready for the money. Yes, call ID live on air. Your name and the side call from, please.
Good evening, people. I'm here to talk to.
Yes, ma'am. You're up to 7 minutes.
Okay. I concern the call from USA. Okay, I want to start first with the Guinea boundary, the Guinea border. Tripoli, make I tell you something. This Guinea border, not to say na salo no more. Guinea them from where we don't have it, but even as much as we'll not get democracy, but trust me, we'll get 100 democracy past them people. Them people in the from Sheku to in term, Komori, Kampa, Lansana Conte. In fact, Lansana Conte, the first post we been go seize that young Ghana we had. A camp and this man a dictator, in abusing people there. Not a salon one great a block, oh, my brother. A block salon Guinea boundary, a block Guinea with Guinea Bissau, a block Senegal, a block Mali, even the young people and self we been go for go buy goods and car on the way, even get a notice way block from that election. And slowly as the years we go internal politics, but we can't external make we no make politics and that if not between country to country, make we proud for be take me passport. People in the attack say they justify say, oh now because of the president the vice president. No, that man is just a dictator. I mean, like Guinea are married to, so I know exactly what they talk. Guinea, you then very, very abusive. And the only thing what he make you just want to attack Julde simply because Julde is a fooler. And Julde mama not to even Guinea fooler, but for him, because then get the own tribalistic problem just like Donald Trump now we create then get the own personal issue then they so it just take out to everybody, even Liberia and Guinea boundary. It's closed. And for this younger business, I probably we don't get we don't get war. We not go and forget the second war. Guinea, like I said, they're arrogant. They are dictators. They don't. They in as much as would they say we dictate, but the democracy will get Guinea not get one tenth of the democracy. Another thing again, I hope say this could make clear it motivates we government and plus we the citizens there. Because I know see not within Guinea get or not get. They not get good soil pass we. They not get they're not intelligent pass we even more educated. I remember we being small. Like Guineans every kind of Sierra Leone for can family. Sierra Leone was the America of Guinea. What went wrong? So why this not go motivate them? Sometimes somebody take advantage by you. Let this motivate now the government, make them self try like what you say, make them find out what to make people they go buy markets in Guinea. Why they say not go try them know the secret because Guinea said not to say that they manufacture anything now from China they go buy. Why they say not go make things then easy for the business people them and also for encourage with the Australians to in as much the government get 90%, but Australians again will be too lazy. I can so vex with people when they talk about pepper. Excuse me, you dey blame government for pepper. You know go make if na garden, if na pan safe, you know go put soil in your backyard. You plant pepper where they grow everything na papa government, papa government. Sometimes it's getting so annoying. Also for the hospital, that side him, I really glad whether na government bill or not to government bill or if I make development kind of somebody in country, make them safe and this one we can it go most benefit the people. If not the rich one themselves benefit, it's still better because the city people and they make baskets for big people and for go Ghana. If not the same basket that they collect for them people and at least that money they take for carry go na Ghana, it will even reduce the foreign exchange where go make the dollar go cheap a little bit. All that dollar where they go na a lot of dollar they go na Ghana and India where they make money they fall. So to me I hope and appreciate that hospital they go better and also like I always talk that money away that boy they give the mother yes is good, but that money not go for build hospital. At least let them take that money they make connots and cuts just like putting Dr. Isatu said to me. I feel say them for just try they modernize all them government hospital then now each them 5 city like Koidu City, Podloko City, Makeni, Kenima and Bo at least those major cities then. So all the northern region you can Makeni, that one they can put local then try at least them they modernize them thing and something this other one now you will gentry now you go if you're able to get now we will hip Osusu for you, but at least the Osusu now not to forget you go again na Ghana, you know. And also I'm so happy I see tractors then can then this for me that not good news like what I start to say. Sometimes when we see good news for a country again, make we praise that. I hope and praise say the government will distribute them properly. Then we the citizen again we go do a good job with them because trust me triple most times we can say government they bring something. When they bring them back, we the citizen we go connive, we begin take the parts then, we sell her, we not do the work and I hope say this Guinea we don't short them off we it go motivate we let we self go do farming. Well some of who been small like I mean upline at the Akomo. We people in the ordinary subsistence farming without no machine, but at least, yes, will not be the get expensive clothes or that thing, but at least food. But I'm not have food, but trust me, even that subsistence farming, if then young people holding the idle na free to, then kind of now for myself, then can't do farming. Trust me, at least we go say, oh, I just live by magic. Trust me, you go get what you dey eat. If you don't get what then that means where you go sell na free to, you go must get what you dey eat. If now you grassroots stuff, you go you don't do, you not get for parents, you not get for wondering about transport. You go survive well. Freedom people and then they like freedom. Once they don't born in a freedom, I let them they die from poverty. They not believe say you can go up line back again. You go make a note to pass you say you don't have freedom. I also see water like I say my hometown where I come out. It don't do like almost 40 years. So if we maybe in the high school and not see pump water when our water we been getting our being here. Praise be to God, we not die, we survive with the water. Now we drink, now we grow up with. I see them days and they try for care water go for we and they try for care electricity for we. I pray to God, may God make the government succeed, make able for care good the water day, make it care good electricity day. So for who tell God thank you. At the hopes back for say that farming business we in the Arabs then want for good one put local, they gotta make them succeed on that farming day. I hope see 2021 will get better progress. For me, I don't begin to see little, hope for the country. And also then teachers they always strike to me, make we just beg both the lecturers they and the government. If we just the blast the government, then the lecturers then get motivated and refuse for go, and the government still not get forgiven. So the best the finally cities they make them still beg the lecturers and the government at the same time. If not, we learning or the would get for suffer at the end of the day. Now the student and the lecturers them back where they go down the we compromise go down then go still pay them the money. They're not going to return the student their money for those numbers of days where they skip classes and they're not going to do some extension class for the like night, which is not fair to even the lecturer. Sometimes they are not fair because if now yeah, I don't pay for class for how many hours of class. If I not get all those classes, I should get my money back. But at the end of the day, they not get forgiven their money. And right now, let's be sincere. Yes, Salon corrupt, Salon know they do well. But sincerely speaking, everybody knows say, low blame them for 2019. Because 2018, we're not giving blame corner halfway, they're not going to just kind of do things. But 2020, nobody not going to blame any country because even America, the COVID is real. The COVID don't put a lot of strain for say them to lecturer and go give them 100% increment. I don't see that. So if people are just the to say power, the government forget that 100%. Even Fatoma, when I always advocate for citizens, and one of the best civil society. What in self talk and the lecturer then say they get forgiven. But if we talk say the citizens not forget responsibility, everything is just the government. Yes, the government have 98%. But we the citizens of Soleil, so we say get for put 2% for make that country go before. Like I look I want like what you do, so you do your part, as I do do one part. Let God bless now. But Sierra Leone has become a socialist country. Everything is Papa government. Somebody not get toilets now in behind safe Papa government. Sometimes it gets so annoying. Thank you so much, Tripoli.
Thank you very much, Constance Leone.
Okay, you're welcome.
Yeah. Yes, caller, they're live on air. Your name and where you call from, please.
Another Constance Leone from Australia.
You get up to 7 minutes, sir.
Thank you so much for the program. Maybe a first start for comment and actually tell Dr. Isatu I watched in program yesterday, incentivization program where it do with some people when are bike riders them. That was very good. She did a tremendous job and a wonderful presentation yesterday. I really enjoy her giving those kind of, vivid explanation about head injury, trauma, how it impacts somebody in livelihood and in future and in family and the country. That was so good and so sweet. I wish the Ministry of Education could just snap as a tool and get an airtime, either an AYV, and get a visual explanation as exactly what he do yesterday with them bike riders and the union that we meet yesterday. I was so impressed. May God bless him for making left in job in America and family, go back and go give into Sierra Leone and go to the local community and give short and eloquent and clear and very excellent and public health education to we people. And may God bless them and God for bless the network. All of una way contribute and make that a reality. I really enjoyed that program yesterday. And the people they really understand, because when you give lectures, especially up to people that way not to go school, the one the way go school, way not to them feel, you need to give a visual. And when somebody see a visual picture of what it explain, just like Pekin, it absorb more, it remain in mind more than when it just go give explanation without giving picture. You know, no matter how you look at them, either kids or adults, when you explain give them something, when you see the picture, it's more better. It's the same like when we watch movie. If movie just the kind of auditory form, we not get picture, you not going to remember everything. But when they watch movie, we see picture. We they remember scenes. And that's exactly as Atu did yesterday. That was very good. She was so good. Let we come to the Guinea border. This na thing we done there for a very long time. Waiting me they ask Sierra Leoneans them, Guinea and Sierra Leone are brothers and sister country. Let we all exercise patience. If one side need exercise patience, it better let the other side exercise patience. Because a border war, where it starts, it hard for end. Because it's not a country to country confrontation. And let God push that far away. Guinea and Sierra Leone, no matter how you look at it, we all they benefit from one another in terms of business, either an agricultural product or imported product. All businesses and the world no go ever be the same, just like America, Australia. America, they do business with Australia. Australia, they do business with America. America needs something from we self need something from them. So that na inter-independency. Now that the world globalization. You know, no matter how you get everything that you country, you need something from another country. Me just they ask the Sierra Leonean government and the Guinean government for sure a lot of restraint, make we not go into combat. We all get intermarriages, then we all have families. We get ethnic groups that way they share the same ethnicity, both in Guinea and Sierra Leone, the Susus, the Kizis, you know, the Fula, you know, all of them were all one family. Let we just exercise patience. And if the Guinea exercise patience, I believe say the international community, they Sierra Leone can channel their own case into the international community and come into we aid and make sure say we resolve the problem peacefully rather than going to war. We not get for benefit anybody, just chaos and instability and backwardness. We don't go through civil war. So we know who side the civil war don't take we don't we never get from we 58. So then on one side. The Minister of Lands, the reshuffle of cabinet also, that is a signal for sure say when you dey in governance, that position where they give you not to a permanent position, apart from the government, the president's own position. Even the president's own position, it gets a timeline where 5 years where they go back to an election. But when they appoint you as minister, if you no say that is just a temporal employment then give by the president. At any time they can take them from you. And so how you conduct yourself and live with the community and the Sierra Leonean people, they take you a long way for retain your position. So I believe say now that just wake up call a signal. Anybody we hold government position, where especially in a government, the president appoints you, you get for actually show sign of responsibility and give your best to the country. That's now one issue. Let we come to agriculture. The agriculture actually, Sierra Leone gets very good soil and we get a very good climate. When a tropical country, we get very good climate for make we able get sustainable agriculture where they keep with livelihood and actually able for establish and produce goods and products that we will be able actually survive with Sierra Leone without not depend too much on exporting. So I believe say government don't count tractor, I don't know how much, no matter the amount. Me, they ask the Sierra Leonean people in no more way, then tractor get for land into make them take responsibility. Government can play your own part for cow tractor, harvesters, them, you know, everything. At the end of the day, we get for take responsibility. If somebody count food, now you get for take the food, put an amount now for do the best for enjoy them. So people for understand say the tractor way government carry it. Government don't play in part. The people themselves would then get for give the local community them for come together as group, not for be selfish. Create a farmers union or organization and project. The more una come together, the more una become efficient in productivity. Not become an individualized person wherein na for me no more. No. But una come as a group, una form agricultural products, them, union them, bodies them. Una go find out say una go enjoy more the facility of the tractors them or any other benefits where government get for car with for promote agriculture in the country. Now that na me just advice for people away get for be fortunate for get them implement equipment here for promote agricultural development. We all get a responsibility as citizens then for take responsibility of them tractors and they not go take the machine, pull it back, go sell in another country. It wrong. Not deliberately takes and say put another machine for no make you say the machine don't pull. You take parts and dismantle it, go to another person country, go sell and cheap. It wrong. That now one side. Let we come to health. I see the government will make new agricultural health hospital where and say now state of the art. Whether not privatize one, whether not government one, a good initiative. Because when you get a well-equipped hospital, students them where they graduate from and learning institution from the nursing and school, from the medical doctors, colleges them where they get, at least they are exposed to modern equipment them wearing, then go lay their hand in their equipment here and able to learn from that and promote what they don't learn from the institution. Imagine doctors in the command, they don't become graduates in Sierra Leone, no, get equipment them like ECG machines them, and then what they do then scans them. If you're not exposed to that, at the end of the day, they work in that local where you're not exposed to their machine here. You find out say you learn in they deteriorate. And if I now say when somebody don't come on at the African country, developing countries, we not get equipment here, what is the kind of the first wall again as nurse? You get for go through a lot of drills there again for learn some of them there where they know say lack in your country, then go for learn new skills there again. But if you're not exposed to them modern equipment there, even if you don't work in a hospital, but for the fact that they send you in a hospital and for go do you prac, you don't lay hand onto the equipment and it left now your heart. You know, even if they carry go now local hospital, now we go get up for go be employed, you're not exposed to the equipment. But the fact that they don't send in some of them, this modern hospital, we get most of the modern technology equipment them for do scanning, blood tests, and other things, you become exposed. At the end of the day, if you can't oversee yourself as a nurse, you're not going to be so nervous, you're going to be confident that, oh, I don't see them kind of machine in my country. Why I do me plaque? I don't get in drill here. So at the end of the day, that's a very good thing. AAA, I want to tell you thank you. I made the stop. I know say the topic in Boku. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity.
Thank you very much, concerned citizen. Yes, Ezekiel, you're up to 7 minutes, sir.
Thank you so much, AAA. I'll be called around 6:15. It went direct to voicemail. Maybe that's
okay,
why.
Maybe that's why.
Yeah, but anyway, thank you so much for bringing me come after we don't close there. First, I want to say thank you so much. You did do a great job. Sometimes we need to put the things their way they do into perspective. I think a week or so ago, I've been contributing with the passion where I've been talking. A lot of people have been typing for say, calm down, calm down. So I'll go back and listen. I say, you know what? I need for being practice like AAA. because when they talk is, even though that thing way is very, very like painful for like you talk about, you are so reserved. You they speak calm, and then I listen to other motivational speakers and get the same message. They say it's not about how you shout, it's about how you clearly spell out what thing you want to talk about. So I go begin for pace after you.
All right.
So I want for definitely say thank you so much for to we doctor like that previous caller we've been mentioned. I've been watching that program. I say, oh my God, I wish we people away than then ministries and they instead of always and they just backhand all with the Okada riders and other people them, if then they begin for educate people them, even to the driving side about how you for prevent accidents, Just imagine even if 10% of them people and they take you advice and you message to heart, that would minimize a lot of things. So I really enjoy the program and we tell them thank you way they do that. So you go keep them up. Somebody even they talk about how we not get son of the soil of Sierra Leone. I don't want to let people misinterpret that they say because this person, they begin for look whether this person born as Sierra Leone or not born as Sierra Leone. I think what basically what they talk about now somebody will get the heart of the country. When you get that heart of the country, forget about the money for say I want for make and clear. no president no day. And even around the world, where then they go now for be president, where then they use the money for develop their country. Then the law will be make and clear. Law now they talk as if all the other presidents in different countries now their money then they use for developing their country. No, now we resources, but what we want, how you they manage that resources they for make things for improve, you know. And now no one law they throw out the blankets, say, oh, this person not do nothing. Law they, you know, law be real. There are certain things and the way people and do, way would they see, you know. So long not just they use the blanket and say this not do nothing, this not do nothing, you know. Law would be real, because if we want for speak the truth to people and for let them do the right thing, you know, we not for just they talk as if the right thing we then don't do not the right thing. Okay, there are certain things we then don't do for appreciate them, while at the same time we they outline who side then don't misstep and we think they don't plunder from the country, you know. And then the other thing we is very difficult for understand for me, like we president they make appointment ministerial as a position and all those things, then they go through scrutiny for approval, or the moment the president make them immediately to this position they are bound to go. Because if we get this kind of thing, I make them accountability not there. You know, when Joe Biden don't take all in people, they go through scrutiny. In fact, then they scrutinize them people and they before they even choose her. If they find out say something they will go cause problem, then they go away from her. I'm not going to talk about corruption. If that person they get history of embezzlement, then not they even can close for come up with that person they, you know. The other thing we then they worry about, look at that military power, we then take this black man, you know, then get the loan IRC for they out 7 years. Even that they hesitate. But Trump been done take somebody before, so they not be worried about that. They make you go through. But when this man they fire somebody, you know, if not to fire they fire you, if they try to put you in a place where if you say you go function well, understandable, then go rotate you. But why then kick you out? Then later on we'll find out, so they bring you on the other side. Why then kick you out? Is it because you did something wrong? If you've been doing something wrong, why then they count you again? Why? You know, all these things and then they cause this problem. You know, the little things that we they overlook as leaders. Now all they cause this problem. You know, look the audit way then talk about all the 8 ministries and the how you go, even you as person where they in charge, how you go able to go na television and begin to boast about your area. I make them not get mindset for good. They don't get mind for good. You know, like Minister of Trade, what do you they do? You know, from the time where I begin get idea in that country, they na Sierra Leone no more. All the time they go now, there's small country for buy things. Would they go Guinea? Would they go Liberia? The time where Liberia be normal. Now Liberia no more would they go. Now Liberia no more. You know, the way then they can't tell we say, that and they, you know, they connect to America. They make things cheap day. Why? Banjo, when not Banjo? Solomon, they always spend money for go Banjo for go buy. Hey! Minister of Trade, have you learned anything from them people here? Why? We young people have continue for good. The one thing too I want follow we understand, by the way, the idea that now we no more they go Guinea for go buy things them, you know, like how the last caller they say no country not they win an island. America win America, win them big so. If then they say then go shut down Canada, just imagine. Canada 9 they take the highest export from America. So if Canada want for squeeze America without using military power, then just they say they're not going to buy things from them. Now the Sierra Leone can do the same thing with Guinea. You know, all we need for do for change some trade laws. We go help we own traders. Let them stop for going to Guinea. Let go see the local market people away then they na Guinea. All of a sudden the trade not they go nowhere. You know, then go begin push things around, and then voting government no one hala na from your own country, you know. So now we not feel say we not get side for squeeze Guinea. Let them not feel so. We get side for squeeze them. All we need for do now for some put some oil them, but with trade plans and trade policy. All of a sudden with traders they not go good again. They begin slow down. All of a sudden, they go spend probably per month where the salon be they go spend $100,000 all the sudden now $10,000. That's a huge hole. Now huge hole down there. You know, so we get a lot of things in policy. Then they way is so simple. You they say I say now not a big deal, but if they bet somebody na Guinea, if we traders then stop for go they for go buy from there. If they bet somebody na the corner, you know, who's I been the buy try they 2 plates cookery all the sort in a one because Sierra Leone don't they go there again for go buy things there from her. So we get all kind of ways. Now again, somebody always they ask, what thing the ministers then they do? Minister of Trade. You know, what thing you they do for make sure say you get policy where go help with traders. The same thing with Minister of Education. If Unimac when a private school, then they function well. What thing you don't study from them? Where they make it so easy for them for let them continue. You know? Whose policy will get in place that the private schools and they not go make the gap so huge that it go become so attractive that we own education, even though we get the same professors who actually wait and they travel between those universities. Now then they put more effort in the private university, but then they put effort now we own main government university. We for BC now they govern the whole country. What in the underlying policies that we they look into for let them here work. You know, so presidentbio the idea where people and they say you lazy, they don't mean say you just sit on a couch. Not so that they mean. You know, for example, we put chief minister. We for don't they probably do the things them a lot way you area for don't they do. Now you create now you put her in charge. Who's reporting the car with to you about all the ministries. This now me just the guess. We are hoping and then if you take out for you say chief minister, that means for the in charge of all the ministries. I hope. So which reporting the car with to you? Because all the time with the area say, oh, where the ministers then can't give you report, all the sudden we find out say not to him. What the chief minister in they do? Not to him for govern their places and then can't give you say yes, that report way then you not true. If not to that, then now for answer the Sierra Leonean people, you know. So we get a long way for go, but obviously we want to appreciate some of the good things and way they happen in our country, and some of the way they highlight some of the negative things and way they happen. Thank you so much, Triple A, and keep up the good work.
Thank you very much, Ezekiel.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Même je be surprised c'est là dans if he left me black pour wait no more. I'm for surprise them. We now crowd not the now sabi play safe. But I will go left everything for today. Eh? Because a long problem you can't solve them in a day. Not even make them say not even in 5 years. Not even in 10 years. So they go. Saful. Ezekiel say, Kalon, make you go coach well na the international scene. After that, Salon go run after you. And definitely, if Lekai be don't die coaching course, if anyone team where the coach, he begin make name. Now Salon ain't go run at her. We know we safe. Also, no pull with secrets then but we know we safe. Salon, get your own game special. So me, I just feel to say, I miss the timing. From the 21st of December to the 8th of January. All in this then day you no go submit. You wait till the 8th. Then they say 5 o'clock, then they close. Even at that. Yes, you go say the last day the person self will go, yes. But see what thing happen now. The person will for go nominate him. You know, meets the criteria. So the earlier the better. Now, you don't know say you want that position there. Begin prepare yourself now. So the next time they sit there open, one time they nominate you. You don't know this. You don't look there. Let us suicide and go sideline you. I see people and the champion this still like, do they even listen? then get the understanding of what really happen. All of we young people, we like make alone. Well, like me, I feel say the Aisha Johansson since the time we come inside Salon football. Salon football be the first na poto. We think inside there well. And that. That's what me feel. And the government of Sierra Leone can't do anything about this. Because if they mistake, Aisha in contact na FIFA and CAF, then go ban Salon. In the waka, then ban Salon, then waka back, then pull Salon. Oh. He get for go, but in kept get for full up, una do all the right thing, una pull una say, Mama, good to do there go. But any kind of way una try for make can for puller, you get the connection at FIFA. You know be don't do I'm back, they come back and say waiting safe. You see the only person in case where anti-corruption they actually say they lost and say Aisha Johansson in case they lost. Okay. The one the way be cook so. We feel say, oh now my logia no more. Logia, yeah. And they all want pull out the pull out sharp. The turn bone not truth pade. They all force. They all they know about him before and safe. Oh they go no more, yeah? And so did you get for the woman president or woman vice na salon? Well, then go say, hey, let's go get no more. You should get. I would mass. I wish you good luck with that. Femi Claudio School, Unity Party UP up. You the the champion. You know, yourself. They tell you the way it is. I will never forget after the election when they announce the results. Let me call your school na IIN. I say me, I know say I don't lost. And I say they consider I say but pass through that no normal. With all the numbers out then they announce. Wow, and give me say false hope. At the other time now I say, you know what? I really want to talk to salon people. I ask them what they want. He learn fast. But anyway, enjoy the rest of your weekend. If you for rest. If you get for go work, no rest, go work. But if now you day off, yeah, big rest. And let them call yourself. The body need a if you don't promise the body. Or you say January. But you know, sabi January month. January, you no get brother, you no get sister. It's on its own. So now the only month and we get 70 days. Yeah, that's so. I say January now the only month we get 70 days. One green day now like 2 days. Okay. But anyway, we'll rest tomorrow, join the YV on Sunday, and Monday we come well and energized. Let's see how far these talks they go with Guinea, but we hide in a yenga. And we need for act right. But if now we no need for allow people and for bully we. Until we military then say then they wait for command. Guinea bombardé. And get them tank them and they can't scared. And say even the water we did it. The boat say we did it. All the money then they collect. Na Guinea man then they collector. What's that be safe? Guinea? French people safe. Oh, left handy. Go there back on Monday. Till we meet again. Tripoli say, Tata.